Okay, here we go. Last stream of the year, trying this again. I've got to have multiple tabs open for this one across two screens, simply because of the way this game is set up. It has a what do you call it, anti copyright device put in, which is the star map to get around, which means I need to have that open. But if I want the game to be full screen on my monitor, then I can't alt tab into anything else, otherwise it just makes it all tiny. So lots of fun and games, but thought I'd play some Star Trek to round off the year. 2020's been pretty damn tough for everyone, if not worse, and Star Trek is something that I've always found in my life has been hopeful for the future, and so I thought I'd play a bit of this game, which, as an additional bit of joy, has original crew members in the original cast doing the voice acting. Here we go.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
So yes, Star Trek game from 1992. Lovely and pixelated. And credits going by far too fast to read. But I did spot a Bruce in there. It's quite often a Bruce if you go looking.
Demon World.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready to begin, Captain.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same, Captain.
Arming weapons. Raising shields.
So there's the radar in the middle of the screen, letting us know roughly where our opponent is. Right.
Aye, sir. Target analysis off.
Oh, we've nearly taken out their engines.
Engines repaired, Captain.
Thanks, Mr. Scott. Star Trek games are never renowned for their space battles, but that's not really what Star Trek's about, is it?
Computer estimates the Republic is crippled, Captain.
Captain Patterson extends his congratulations, sir.
Lowering shields and disarming weapons.
Message coming in from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Jim, the Enterprise is ordered to travel to Pollux 5. The natives report that alien life forms have been attacking the settlers near a mine at Mount Idle. You are to report to the High Prelate of the colony. The settlers are members of the Acolytes of the Stars sect. The description of the attackers vary, but all say that the attackers resemble creatures from many Earth religions known as demons. Starfleet wants you to determine the nature of these creatures and to resolve the situation without bringing harm to the colonists. Starfleet out.
Captain's log.
Oops, no, that's not what I want. Is it this one?
We're not in orbit, Captain.
Okay, fine. How do I get Mr. Spock? Okay, let's look up demons.
Demon. Mythological term for malevolent supernatural entities in the service of the devil. Common in many mythologies and religions, most notably Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and Hinduism.
What is it? Pollux 5? Is that how we spell it? Or just Pollux?
Pollux 5 system. An inhabited satellite of Pollux B. Pollux 5 has lately emerged from an ice age caused by large meteor strikes. It has recently been colonized by the acolytes of the star's religious sect. The planet is home to a wide variety of plant life, but insects and other lower life forms are the only known animals.
Right, that's enough of that. Let's go and fly there. So, Pollux is number 19 on our star map, which puts it here.
We have arrived at Pollux 5.
Let's enter orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
Okay.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
Who's this pixelated chap beaming us down?
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence, and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. We have received word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
Or
Most High
alternatively,
Prelate
we can
Andivan,
do
I
this
am
groveling
honored to
one.
meet you. I consider it my divine duty to assist you in any possible way with the spawn of the devil.
I'm going with
Captain
this
James
one.
T. Kirk of
Certainly, Captain Kirk. Not aliens per se. We have encountered what we believe are demons at Idle Mountain. Creatures surely emerging from the very gates of hell. Our God would not test us thus without reason. So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see? Demons, gates of hell, this is the 23rd century.
I think
Aside
I'll go
from
with this
seeing
one and be
demons, has
nicer.
any hard data?
A skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
What can you tell me about the mine itself? You're wasting the time of a starship capable of destroying this planet with campfire stories? No wonder you were dumped out here in the middle of nowhere.
Let's all sing row, row, row your boat around a campfire. No,
What
let's
can
use
you tell
this
me
one.
about the mine?
The area is exceptionally stable tectonically, and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements. The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Canbury to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Canbury was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive. Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
Captain, the flora on this planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes.
Captain, demons and supernatural creatures are, almost by definition, illogical. Yet it is evident these people believe what they have seen. Barring illness or mass hysteria, I agree that a real problem seems to exist.
Let's see what our security officer has to say.
I've never seen snow like this before. This is great.
You mean you've never built a snowman, Ensign?
I've never even thrown a snowball. Do you think anyone would mind?
Well...
Later, Ensign, we have work to do.
Of course, sir.
Right. Let's go in here.
You'll understand if I don't stand up, I hope. I am not well.
The Tellarite appears completely at home surrounded by humans, but the wrinkling on his brow indicates a great deal of worry. A grim-faced minor colonist nods curtly at you. A sturdy man of advanced years whose blue eyes meet yours with clarity, curiosity, and directness.
I am worried about Brother Chubb. Can you examine him, Doctor?
He is too busy consoling the wounded man. He is too busy consoling the wounded man.
Everyone's too busy consoling the wounded man. Right. I need to choose somebody. What did I need to press? That's talk, that's get. I'll just talk to Bones.
This man needs help, Jim, and I wouldn't want to put it off for too long.
Fine.
You get no response.
I can try to talk to the mountains. Whoops. Let's look at the mountain.
A majestic view of Mount Idle can be seen through the skylight.
Now let's see what we've got in our Star Trek swag bag.
1 Starfleet Regulation Phaser Type 1, set to stun. 1 Starfleet Regulation Phaser Type 1, set to full power. A majestic view of Mount Idle can be seen through the skylight.
That cursor reset can catch you out.
1
or me,
Starfleet
rather,
issue
catches me
Science
out.
Tricorder, a science officer's best friend. 1 Starfleet issue medical tricorder to assure that Starfleet doctors make the correct diagnosis. 1 Starfleet issue communicator to allow landing parties to talk with their shipmates in normal circumstances. 1 Starfleet issue medical kit.
Let's use the medical thing on him.
Jim, this man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
That sounds suspiciously like a mission. I think we've done enough here. Let's go to the other room.
Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double burners. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running. A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner.
Right, let's scan some things with our science tricorder.
Fascinating, Captain. It is an RDAC 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order. I read a collection of small items of no evident value. I would characterize this as a small museum display, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Residue of several different compounds are in the tubes. None of the compounds would explain the sightings. A vintage 8012-86 of the mid-21st century. It is a fine museum piece.
Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from that old-fashioned computer terminal.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation for a total eclipse.
Very interesting. Right, let's go and get some berries. Klingons! Stun them.
You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
Why did it take so long? Now we've lost our security guy. Oh, no, he's alright.
I guess this isn't such a great planet after all.
Captain, we registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea. Kirk out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
Of course you do.
This is definitely not a real Klingon, Jim.
This is not a Klingon, Captain. Not a real one. It is an organic construct, an android-like robot. It looks like a Klingon, but the appearance is entirely superficial. There is something different about this particular construct. Come here, Captain. Look at the hand. It seems to have been separated from the body. There's a wiring circuit in the middle of the palm.
Well, let's get that.
You take the Klingon's detached hand.
Let's have a look at it.
This hand was taken from the Klingon outside the cave. Various types of berries grow amongst the bushes.
These seem to be Laraxian berries, Captain. They have several medicinal uses, but Dr. McCoy would know more.
Okay, let's get some.
You have retrieved a sample of berries.
Right, let's go and help the guy who's in desperate need of berries. Right, let's put our berries in the synthesizer.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
Alright, let's go. I don't know if there is a time factor on this puzzle, but I'm going to treat it like there is.
Thank you. You're most kind. I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandri. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
Right. Let's go back and talk to the other guy.
I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our God often surprises us.
Alright.
What a fascinating piece of equipment. Highly advanced technology. You see here, it seems to have been damaged, however. Take it to my workbench and let's see if it can be repaired. I fear my hands are too shaky to perform such fine work, but perhaps one of you can do it.
Maybe Mr. Spock.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do about that hand.
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. The glass case is locked.
I never dreamed that Starfleet...
This study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
This place looks real comfortable. Place to combine work, contemplation. Man's got an eye for the beauty of useful things, and for the use of beautiful things. I think we could get along fine.
I wonder if any of this stuff might be useful.
You fail to obtain anything.
Nope, all of this glassware is not useful.
The glass case is locked.
You are interested in my little museum
Have to
of
collect,
curiosities?
use, not get.
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask me.
No, that's rude.
Yes, tell us about these things. Where did you find all this? Looks like a...
Let's
yes,
go
tell
with
us
this
about
one.
these things.
I enjoy talking about these treasures. Shall I go into mineral specimens?
All right.
True curiosities, nothing more. I think they're very pretty, don't you? Shall I go into mineral meteorite?
Yes.
I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux 5 eons past. I've constructed a theoretical model based on analysis of the planet's rings of what things might have been like. I think that the moon, like Earth's moon, would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to have seen that. For conditions making a perfect total eclipse are rare in the universe. Our God creates great wonders. Shall I go into mineral specimens, meteorite, fossil shells, one of the oldest forms I've seen on this planet? Our God makes beautiful things indeed. Shall I go into mineral specimen, meteorite, fossil shells, skull of a small alien animal? The skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. The Salatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs. Shall I go into mineral specimen, fossil shell, skull of a twist of metal? This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is my best evidence that the area was previously inhabited. Shall I go into mineral true curiosities, nothing more?
Oh, shit.
I think they're very pretty, don't you? Shall I go into mineral specimens?
Let's go,
Or would you rather move on to something else?
I'd like to take your items, please.
Very well. I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them.
Spoiler, we don't. Let's just take everything. Yoink, 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 yoink. Wouldn't be a point-and-click adventure game if we didn't raid everything we could. Danger is afoot. I love the music. It's great.
A large pile of rubble blocks what appears to be a large metallic structure.
Captain, there are several weak points in the cave-in's structure. Careful use of our phasers from the top down should be able to clear it.
And you'll notice this one stands out, so we should do this one first.
Assume firing positions.
one of the acolytes who was trapped by the rockfall.
Let's use our medical tricorder.
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well.
Let's use our Starfleet medkit on him.
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
All right.
A large metallic door is set in the structure. A pulsing red light is set in the structure above the door. This looks like some of the hand security panels on the Enterprise.
We have a hand. Let's try it out.
The hand circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens. Many alien machines fill the room. It appears to be an abstract piece of alien art. This appears to control some unusual security equipment.
Let's use this.
Nothing happens.
Let's try. There we go.
Welcome to our home. Thank you for repairing our Somnambutron.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation territory.
That's very aggressive.
I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come from?
That's more like a Star Trek response.
We did fix your machine. Can we write the repair bill off against rent on this land?
Fool, in the future we don't use money.
Stop. I welcome you on behalf...
We call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Some advanced civilization.
Rude.
Perhaps you can tell us about the demons. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons.
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and your crew, it was Klingons. For the Tellarites, a wolf demon. And for the other humans, a demon from their religion. On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom we now share our home. Oh, woe! Alas! The key is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I implore you, if you can help, please do so.
Let's see what he would...
Jim, think about that skull we picked up from Brother Stephen. Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
Okay, thanks for interrupting me, McCoy. Well, let's give him the skull.
A child? No, I see many differences. This must be what our people who did not slumber have become. Still, I would like to see these remains properly interred, according to the precepts of our religion. May I keep this?
Of course. I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions. I think I should return it to where I got it from. No, I want to keep it as a memento for myself.
That's a bit gross. I
Of
think we'll go with
course,
this one.
I think you will get...
now let's give him the key, which is this little thing.
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain, but please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your Federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them. We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
Live long and prosper.
Kirk to Enterprise. Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having pointy ears.
Wouldn't be Star Trek without McCoy making a somewhat racist comment about Mr. Spock. Okay. And I'm going to call it a day there because the game does seem to have crashed. But I hope that was an enjoyable escapade into the world of Star Trek. And I wish you all the best for 2021. Have a great new year.